Okay, Mr. Who ate all the pies, or who ate the pies?
Yes.
Because you forgot to put that in your username. Welcome to your Game Week 5 press conference.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Well, just how your season's going, really. So, how is today going? Talk me through
it. It's been a tough week. It's been a tough week. I'll give you that. Some players have not performed in the areas I wanted them to. We lack a bit of discipline going forwards and attacking, especially creating scoring opportunities. But defensively, we're trying to keep clean sheets, trying to maintain that four at the back kind of line. So overall, not too bad.
Okay. How have you reached your daily calorie intake today?
I have actually, yes. Unfortunately, I had a pizza, so I'm a bit over my daily calories. But I went for a bike ride, so it's not all bad.
Well, you did mention earlier about discipline, so it's good to know that you are keeping yourself fit.
Thank you.
When you're having pizza, so I respect that in an FPL manager.
I do pride myself on that. Thank you.
But to get back down to business here, what do you think led you to your 4 losses in a row to FPL Sneaky Golem in the first place?
If I'm going to be honest, and I don't want to make it out as a thing of luck, but my team has been unlucky in these past 4 weeks. It doesn't help that he has wildcarded and bench boost in the past 4 weeks, but again, that is unacceptable and I need to demand more from my team, and I hope going forwards we will be able to give more. But a few costly chances missed, a few yellow cards when they shouldn't have been yellow carded.
You've answered my question there. Actually, thank you. Who ate all the pies? So as we just talked about your 4 losses in a row to FPL Sneaky Golem.
Yeah.
How did you manage that when your team's a 95% match to FPL Harry's?
Well, actually, if you look at current trends, my team is no longer a 95% match to FPL Harry's. So I would like you to take back that comment, please.
I will not, because evidence shows that for that duration where up until game week 5, you have lost the majority of the games and your team's...
You see, I respect FPL Harry as a manager. He is good within his own right. However, obviously, even though we share the same goals and mindsets, it's obviously not leading to success, seeing as I've lost 4 in a row.
Okay. Well, moving on slightly from the FPL Harry allegations, so I noticed that there's a rivalry between you and FPL Sneaky Golem, and you actually made fun of his game week 4 wildcard. So how does it feel losing to him every single week since that wildcard?
Well, it's to be expected in the short term. When a manager activates their wildcard, it's to be expected that in the short term we're going to see an increase in performance of points. However, as we can see, the gap he had to use his bench boost the following game week, showing he's already struggling to put out a full 11, and he's resorting to having to just play all men in the hope they start. And I think we're going to see a consistent downtrend in the points that he is getting. So, and I think I would like to say on the record, I did laugh at a few of his picks, but I didn't. There was some that I thought were okay.
Wow, just okay. I'm sure when FPL Sneaky on sees this, he might have a few words to you for that.
Well, yeah, we'll have to see.
But put me through the moment here in your game week, just before game week 5 started, when you were taking a shower on that Saturday morning, leading up to the early kickoff. When you looked down, could you see your penis?
Yes, I could indeed. Thank you for that question. Yes, I could. It was big, and I don't think I've got anything else to comment on with that.
Okay, thank you. I was just curious on that matter. I couldn't help but notice the amount of points you've already managed to put on your bench. This so far.
Yes. Yeah, thank you for bringing that up. I have been questioned by backroom staff about the benching decisions on my team, and I would like to say personally, it is unacceptable. I think so far I've benched about 3 goals and an assist. These things are unacceptable. This is how you win and lose games in this tight league. So from now on, we're just going to cutthroat, and I'm just demanding more out of my players that are starting.
That would lead into my next question. So, I've heard in your past press conferences that there's been a few talks about saying that you are your own downfall in this rivalry you have. Is that true?
I would 100% agree with that statement. If you look at the past results from the past 4 game weeks, not including this game week, you can see that the time I won convincingly. There was no doubt that I was the better player. However, the last 3 games, I've been benching points. I've been without a wild card, may I add. Overall, it's just been poor from me and also poor from my players. Once again, I'm going to go back to the yellow card my player got for kicking a corner flag. Celebrations like that are just unacceptable, and that cost me the game. That cost me the game week. So it's consistent silly mistakes from me or my players.
Okay, thank you for that. I have 1 or 2 more now, just to finish it off. So, obviously you mentioned before how FPL Sneaky Golem had used his chips, the wild card and the bench boost.
Yes.
So it's been leaked that you might be wildcarding sometime around game week 8 after the international break. So if you're going to avoid the FPL Harry allegations, there are rumours going around that you have copied his entire back line. What are your comments on this matter?
I would like to say that those comments are complete bull. I've not leaked my backline to anyone, so I don't know where you're getting those facts and statistics from. All I'm going to say is I'm going to choose the best 5 players that fit my team. Maybe they're all the same as FPL Harry's, but once again, I've said it before, I respect him as a manager, so maybe that's the way. But I just need 5 players I can rely on and I know will step up in the big moments for me.
So just to confirm, your game week 8 wildcards, if it happens and if the leaks are true, is it or is it not gonna show that your FPL Harry copying is that a confirmation that you do copy his team, or are you going to beat these allegations with this wildcard?
I would like to put on the record right now, I have not and I have never copied FPL Harry's team. I think these are lies created by FPL Sneaky Golem, and I would like to just put them aside now. When you see my wild card, potentially in game week 8, you'll be able to see my team is very different.
Cool. Right, and well, as we just round it off, thank you for your time so far. It's noted, and you said yourself, you've had a bit of a disappointing, or even as some people might say, a stinky or a howler of a start to your FPL season.
Yes, it has been a bit disastrous.
Compared to your top 5k finish as well last season. Can it get any worse than this?
It can.
Right, thank you for your time, sir.
Thank you very much.
Also, couldn't help but notice the amount of points...
We'll go again.
Oh, God.
Alright.